Welcome to Day 7 of the TVStar Challenge. I'm Angie Norris, and I'm on a mission to help your brand go from presence to profit, leveraging the power of TV. By completing today's mission, you will receive the Notable Badge. Check out our very own TVStar Challenger, Joel Christopher, the Master List Builder, featured on this awesome magazine cover. Today we are going to talk about episode formats and what types of formats you plan to choose for your TV miniseries. Go ahead and open up your workbook to page 21. The nice thing about recorded video is that you have a lot of choices when it comes to format and style of your episodes. The purpose of this TVStar Challenge is to produce videos with what you have available to you. In a future episode, we'll talk about equipment and what you have already that can help you produce content. We will also talk about video editing and what free tools are out there for you to use. When I created this TVStar Challenge, it was my hope that my challengers would not have to spend another dollar beyond the low entry fee in order to have your very own TV miniseries on Roku. However, note that I will give you what I call easy buttons in case you don't want to take on video editing or graphic design on your own. This will all be added to the respective modules in week 2. But I will tell you this, because as you choose the formats of your episodes, keep in mind that you will need to create these videos whether on your own or by outsourcing. The more complex your videos, the longer it will take. I'm not going to choose which episode formats you should use, but I'll encourage you for the purpose of this TVStar Challenge to go with something familiar. If you are used to shooting on-camera videos on your iPhone, great. Or perhaps you love presenting with a PowerPoint plus screencast, plus your on-camera video image using your webcam. Maybe you're an animator and love creating motion graphics and cartoons. With so many in this challenge, we are going to have a range of formats for different challengers that you guys will each choose. There is no wrong way to go, but my tip is to go with what you know. The challenge provides you zero to low budget options to produce your episodes, but hey, if you have a budget and want to go bigger, go for it. The content is the major key here, not as much emphasis on the production for this challenge. So let's get to it. This training video will be a bit longer than the rest because I want to dive into each video style to give you a rundown of what your options are. While I am explaining the format, try to picture your episodes with this format. Ask yourself, would this be the appropriate style? Would this be too hard to produce? Does this make sense for the content I'm trying to capture? As we go through this, add episode titles from page 18 into the Your Episodes Notes column. These are not set in stone. You can move these around as much as you need. You may use different styles for each one of your episodes, or may end up choosing the same exact style for your entire TV miniseries. If you plan to only interview people, then you can put all in the Your Episodes Notes column, next to number 2, Interview. It can be as easy as that to complete pages 24 and 25. So here we go. There are lots of different styles of episode formats, but I settled on 11 core styles. The first is live action. Live action video is a recording of either still or moving objects. It's about real people and real locations rather than creating things digitally. Live action videos can showcase a charismatic spokesperson or highlight the people in your office. They can be funny or informative, entertaining or educational. Live action is one of the best ways to create an emotional bond with your viewers. On YouTube, how-to and tutorial videos featuring real people work very well because seeing a flesh and blood person generates empathy and understanding with your audience. Add a human face to your episodes for a welcome video, or tell a story in your own words with an About Me video. Are you a challenger showing someone how to do self-defense moves? Then perhaps you'll be doing live action on-camera instructional videos. Maybe you are a chef and you are demonstrating how-to recipe tutorial. Sales and marketing videos can benefit from live action because it adds a person the audience can relate to, as well as provide a more emotional human connection. What if you don't like being on camera, but would love to have a human element? You can use B-roll plus your voice narration. B-roll or B-reel is a supplemental or alternative footage for your episodes, while A-roll refers to the main footage of your episodes. There are several options for B-roll too, and I'll give you some of those tools in a later training. The next style of video episodes is interview. For many of us in this challenge, this is very popular. I've been featured as a guest speaker on over 20 podcasts or videocasts over the last few months. Being interviewed helps build your brand, and being the interviewer helps build credibility for your business. The two core formats to choose from are video interviews and podcast interviews. Video will be typically recorded using a software like Zoom or StreamYard. Podcasts and audio interviews can use the same software but strips the video portion, leaving the audio. You can also use a phone recording software to do an audio-only type of interview. For your TV episodes, you can repurpose interviews you've already have, or create some fresh content during this challenge. What is nice about this style is that it is super low cost of entry in order to do interviews. Although TV is more of a visual experience, you are still able to add podcast interviews to your TV miniseries accompanied by a podcast thumbnail or podcast art, or you can juice it up by adding in some slides or B-roll. Explainer videos and animations are pretty popular for marketing and sales purposes on websites and on YouTube. They can show off your unique brand with animated marketing and promotional videos that perfectly reflect your brand's style, energy, and personality. Explainer videos that showcase the details of your product or service don't have to be dry and boring. Spice things up with some animation and make your videos entertaining and engaging. Whiteboard can be pretty effective when teaching a concept where you are standing in front of a whiteboard, or you use a tool on your computer that simulates a whiteboard, or you have an overhead camera on your desk that is also a whiteboard. This can be digital too. You can create the digital whiteboard explainer videos that really pop. Explainer videos for sales or training tells a creative story with pictures drawn on a whiteboard or something that resembles a whiteboard by artists who record their artistic process. Whether it's basic stick figures or more complicated constructs, when you need to explain a practical process in an easily digestible way, a whiteboard or animation video is perfect. Motion graphic videos are a style of animation that uses text and shapes to communicate, but these types of videos don't usually tell a story. These videos typically add music, sound, and voiceover to convey simple information with energy and power. Motion graphics effectively communicate complicated ideas in an easily digestible way. This makes them ideal when trying to describe a product, service, or depict a result. When you want to show how you mean to accomplish something or how something was accomplished, motion graphics are a great way of getting this job done. These can explain something using your brand's icons or logos. You can show the user interface of a new tool, app, or platform. You can use these to make short films and even explain complex infographics. Moving text or kinetic typography is an animation technique that blends movement and words to express ideas. Some people respond to visuals, and some respond to the written word. Kinetic typography is a great way to grab the attention of both. Kinetic typography refers to a technical name for moving text. This technique mixes movement with text to express ideas with a video animation format. Presented over time, it conveys a specific idea or emotion. In dynamic layout, movement of letters and words is directional. They relocate from one place to another. Dynamic layout prioritizes composition over design and makes the layout the focus. Similar to dynamic layout, the movement occurs in a directional motion, and scrolling typography also places a high importance on composition over design. Using the scrolling category, the motions will be mapped on a panning motion of the backdrop. Individual letter forms that have not been fixed in shape, identity, or location may be referred to as fluid typography. With this category, the letters will be malleable. Arranging text in this manner creates visual appeal and will make users want to use the application, provided that it has not been overdone. Typography can be found in advertisements, movies, and the internet. Moving text has become a popular method used for film introductory titles. A screencast or screen capture is a digital recording of a computer screen, often containing voiceover narration. It's a no-frills method of teaching, regularly employed by tech businesses to showcase a software product. Screencasts are arguably the most efficient way to explain how certain applications work. Trying to explain how to use an app using just words and images can be a challenge. Screencast takes viewers through the exact procedure, so all they need to do is follow along and do what they see. Easy. This training video that you are watching right now uses screencast to record and is a great way to demonstrate action through a visual delivery. Live action screencast videos combine the best of on-camera or on-screen videos with screencast videos. By switching back and forth between live action and your computer screen, you can harness both formats. For those of you who want to insert a little personality into your demonstration, this is a surefire technique. I tend to call this over the shoulder, meaning a video of yourself is on the screen, typically in the lower corner, while you are displaying your screen as the focal point. These can also be combined with interview style mixed in with some screen recording. Live streaming broadcasts live videos straight to your viewers on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on your own website. This one's all about social media. Live streaming is excellent when you want to bring your audience into a current and intimate experience. If you're covering an event or you want an instant interaction from your audience, live streaming is the way to go. When you record a live, you can save the recording to your hard drive and then repurpose it across other channels. These could potentially be candidates for your TV miniseries. Perhaps you did a live that was a hit and fits into the theme of your TV miniseries. Which means you can go back through your recorded lives and hand select some to place into your miniseries. Photo montages or slideshows combine photos with music and voiceover to tell a story and usually conjure up deep emotions. These are great to recap events, especially milestones like anniversaries, weddings, and birthdays. Welcome videos, brand highlights, and about me videos are great places for photo montages because they all offer an opportunity to show off some emotional content. Tapping into your prospects' positive emotions is the first step towards getting conversations. You can use your own photos or stock photos and add a voiceover. Or perhaps you want to showcase your portfolio of talents, expertise, or products. This may be the way to go. How many of you don't want to be on camera, but you know you have a pretty powerful message you want to get out to the world? Presentation style of episodes could be a great choice. You can do what I call glorified PowerPoints, where you simply present your slides and do voiceover. These are great for webinars as well as podcasts. Corporately, these were the easiest to produce and share, and were filled with lots of great content and visuals. Lastly, animation is a style that is really popular in the TV space. This is similar to motion graphics, but more focused on cartoon-like imagery and movement. Cartoons would fall into this style and many explainer videos too. These can be more time-consuming to create, but can be really powerful visually to drive home that message. The key here is to know your audience. Earlier on day one, you identified who your audience is for your TV miniseries. What style of video episodes would appeal the most to them? Choose a format or several formats you feel would be the most ideal. Pause this video and go back through to see if you have mapped out which formats you plan to use for each of your episodes on page 24 and 25 of the workbook. On page 26, you want to figure out how long your episodes are going to be. You can do all short-form videos or all long-form videos or a mixture of both. I would recommend videos at a minimum of at least 7 minutes, although that is just a benchmark and not mandatory. You can do all 2 to 3 minute videos for your TV miniseries. Depending on the format will determine what length you may use. For example, if you are doing a promotional video, then typically these are extremely short, between 2 and 5 minutes. Namely if you do motion graphics, which can be laborsome to create. Or If you are doing interview style, your interviews could be 30, 45, 60, or even 120 minutes long. Training videos tend to be between 20 and 40 minutes. So really it just depends. How long can you go? This is TV, so long-form video is popular for episode length. For this challenge, I'm going to recommend that 120 minutes be the max length. Although again, this is just a benchmark and you can go longer if need be. Also keep in mind that the longer the video, the longer the file sizes, which means the bigger they are. Although I am not capping file sizes for this challenge, you want to just be aware that editing longer videos takes longer than short videos. So do you have the time set for your episodes yet? Do you plan to have micro or short form video lengths? Or perhaps you feel longer video episodes will be your thing. Possibly it will be varied depending on each episode. If you plan to just wing it and not set any length of time frame or benchmark for your episodes, that is perfectly fine too. You can just write will vary or no set length or something indicating that you have completed this page but you are not designating set time links to your episodes. There are really no wrong answers here. Can you believe we have completed 1 week of the challenge? How awesome! I hope you are enjoying this challenge and starting to imagine yourself on TV. Your TV episodes are starting to formulate, and as your TV producer, I can safely say that it is going to be fun getting your content on Roku. Awesome, guys. Again, I so appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, you all have a message that can impact the world, and I can't wait to see all of you shine on the big screen. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next mission.